Colin from Cranbourne has sent an email in asking me what's the best way to cook a sandwich. Well, for sure the best way is with roast beef. Now what I've got is some beautiful rye bread, and what I'm going to do is put some Dijon mustard straight on top. Now the thing about the roast beef sandwich, it's great on its own, but if you melt some cheese over it, it's even better. So the mustard goes on nice and thick because I love the real sort of spiciness and heat you get from a mustard. I've got some beautiful roast beef, roasted medium, just the way I like it. Plenty of roast beef on there. It could be something left over from last night, like maybe some roast lamb or something, but roasted meat is nothing better. Now, what I'm going to do is put a little bit of tomato across the top there like that, 3 little pieces, and of course, the best thing to go onto the tomato is some pepper, a nice big twist of black pepper straight on top, and of course, some salt. I've got some lovely salt flakes here. There we go, and that'll bring out the flavour. Ooh, beautiful. Now, it's not a cheese melt until you put some cheese on it. Now, the thing I use is Colby cheese, because Colby cheese melts beautifully and you don't get all the oil coming out of it. Now, all I need to do is put one little slice on top of each piece like that, and then I'll just melt down and go nice and golden, just the way I like it. Now, I'll pick these up and pop them onto my oven tray. Now, I've got my oven, or the grill part of my oven, already on. So I'm going to put this in, clean this down, and give me enough time to make a little coleslaw that'll go beautifully with this. Now, while that's grilling, I'm going to make my coleslaw. And I've got to be quick because it doesn't take long for the Colby cheese to melt. Now, I've got some cabbage here, and what I did is I sliced it thin and put a little bit of salt on it, just to wilt it down a little bit, and it makes it nice and soft. I've also got some carrot in there to make it nice and healthy. Now, I'm going to do something a little bit different. I've just got a lovely green apple here, and all I do is just cut it into thin rounds like this, all the way around. That should be enough there, and I'm just going to cut it into strips. I mean, something sweet with a coleslaw. Normally it's quite savoury, put a lot of onion in there, but instead I'm just going to put some apple. I think makes it taste really nice. We've got all those lovely savoury sort of flavours, and something sweet and tart. Couldn't be better than that, could it? Now, the beauty of Colby cheese is it's also quite mild, so the kids love it, which is what I like. I've got 3 kids, and there's nothing like keeping them happy. There we go. Throw that into there. I've got some chives that I'm going to chuck in there as well. And I'm not going to... just going to keep the shapes, you know, those long, sort of sharp, sort of long pieces there. I'll just cut it into links like that, and you can see it all goes in there beautifully. I've got a little bit of mayonnaise, homemade mayonnaise, ready to go, straight into there. All I need to do is mix that around with a little bit of salt and pepper. And I've got the perfect coleslaw to go with my toasties. There's the perfect roast beef, tomato and cheese melt. I'll just pop that onto my plate there, and I've got a little bit of coleslaw to make it nice and healthy. Just a little bit on the side there, because we don't want to eat too much that's too healthy. But I reckon that is a delicious toasted sandwich. Didn't take long at all, and I reckon it's going to be delicious.